turn the light up.
Had
to turn it up. Yeah.
Pop folk.
What's happening?
What it is, though.
How are y'all this week?
Hopefully everybody's all right. Thank you for everybody that's tuning in live, and welcome to another episode of the JaySin podcast.
We apologize. Well, no, we don't apologize for shit. I apologize for getting us banned on Facebook for the past month. So
we back, right?
We're back on Facebook. I wanted to say something, but I'm not going to because I don't want to go right back into Facebook jail. So anyway, welcome. God damn it, welcome.
Welcome.
Welcome, God damn it. Hey, Jay, how are you this week?
Everything is all right. I mean, I have 10 days now. At the other fingers. I have 10 days now before I go to Dominican Republic. So I'm just getting things ready and just making sure everything is nice and settled before I leave, which is a lot of stress, obviously. Before you travel, I practically deem it next to moving. When you have to move from one place to another, it's like that kind of stress in a sense.
I hate moving.
When I travel, because I have to leave so many things intact, before I leave and after when I come back as well. So it's just a lot. It's just a lot. And it's not only my stuff, it's, my family, and it's just a whole ordeal every time that I have to travel.
It's everything, baby. It's everything, daddy.
That's it, man. That's it. That's all I got to say. But it's all a part of adulthood. And I have a message actually for those who catch this and, who are of teenage years. Please enjoy your youth. Enjoy your childhood. I'm sure children don't watch this show, but give them this message, please. Enjoy it to the fullest. Don't be in a rush to become an adult because we didn't want to sign up for this shit.
This shit ain't going nowhere. This shit for the birds.
This adult shit right here, bro.
This shit for the birds.
I can't, bro. I just can't.
This shit is for the birds.
And it's crazy because at a young age, I would say to myself, why would I want to be in a rush to be an adult? Because there were people around me who would actually say these things. So I would say that to myself and be like, wait a second. I've always been a kid, or when I was younger, I basically lived vicariously through other people. So I would basically see what they were going through. And I used to look at that and be like, wait a second, why the hell am I trying to listen to anybody my age group? I'm talking about age 7, 8, saying that they want to be an adult as soon as they can. It's like, what? Nah,
shit
bro.
Trash.
They could keep this shit.
Shit is hot trash.
They could keep this adult life shit to themselves.
Well, I forgot where I seen this shit. It was somebody online. She was like, adulthood is the worst hood I've ever lived in. Shit gets a 1 star.
Yep.
Do not recommend. Yeah, I agree. Adulthood sucks more than you will ever know until you get here.
Yes.
So you can enjoy that being young shit. There's perks to it, but I'm all right. My week, it was a trying week. It was very trying, but we are here. We have made it through, and we are going to keep pushing.
Definitely.
Before we move on.
So you holding your nephew?
Yeah, man. Yeah, man.
That was cool. Cool.
He bought man. That boy, he made me feel like some sort of a joy that I've never felt before. So
that's
it was
cool.
Amazing, man. It was amazing. Cool. I hung out with him. It was Bam's first day of school last week. So I went over and he went to school, and I went over and hung out with my sister and my brother-in-law and the baby, and then went and picked him up from school and took him out for dinner. We went out as a family for his first, kind of celebrate his first day. So it was a good day, man. But it's been a long week. But like I said, we through it. We here. It is what it is. The JaySin merch store is open. Go get some merch. Go get some cups or some t-shirts or some throw pillows if that's your thing. or some joggers,
tank
or
top, some
hoodies,
plates, whatever.
whatever floats your boat.
Yeah, I think we have about 43 things there at the moment.
Go grab you some things.
Yep.
Go grab some things.
There's a lot of things there. Yeah.
Also, please remember, like, share, comment, subscribe, all of that. All of that. Do anything, do everything. Just get to it. Help us grow. So, let's go ahead. I'm going to start here. Rest in peace to Mr. Michael K. Williams. We spoke about this last week on the OT on Convos. Yeah. Go download the Convos app. You're here and got it already. Go get Convos.
We're going to be live at 8 o'clock tonight.
8 o'clock on Convos. On Convos for the Convos OT. Go get Convos. Sign up. Convos. Yeah, it's terrible when you lose somebody anytime.
Yeah.
It's terrible when you lose someone ahead of their time, before their time. And it's terrible when someone isn't able to beat their demons. We all have demons we are fighting. Michael K. Williams was like everyone else.
Yeah, like every one of us. Yeah.
Finally, he fought his last fight with his demons last week. And Monday was his final day with us. We lost an incredibly talented actor and
human being.
Yeah, a human being. And it hurt my heart a bit. It hurt my heart a bit. Because I watched his transition grow from, I didn't watch The Wire so much, but I know who he was. But I watched him grow from other characters like Boardwalk Empire, and you see all the super tough roles that he played, and then you start to see him grow into characters such as like the character he played in Lovecraft Country. And you see the development, his growth, and it was, man, he was a treasure. We're losing a lot of our talented black men, especially actors, and it hurts. But rest in peace to Michael K. Williams.
Rest in peace. Rest in power, sir.
Yeah. I'm gonna move into another sad story, which I don't. Some Pop Smoke's crypt was vandalized this weekend. They destroyed the cover to his crypt with his name and all of that stuff on it. They removed the cement slab that goes on top of his casket and apparently tried to drag his casket out.
Right.
Initially, I first and foremost, it's disgusting. Regardless, the reasoning behind it, I don't care what the reason behind it is. I'm never okay with this type of shit.
There's no excuse for that at all.
I'm not okay with this type of shit, regardless of why it happened. Now, I've read different speculation online.
Yeah.
You know, they don't have an actual reason yet. Some people are saying that they thought that he was buried with his chains, so some people were trying to get to his jewelry. Some people think, of course, with him being a known gang member, think it's gang related and that it was some sort of initiation of disrespect. I don't care. I don't care.
None of that matters.
To vandalize someone's final resting place for whatever reason, and to the extent they didn't just spray, like I've heard people spray painting, like, you know what I mean, like headstones and that, but to the extent in which they went, well, this wasn't one person,
right?
This wasn't one person. This was not one person. To the extent that they did what they did, and didn't even complete what they were trying. Who knows what they were trying to actually complete? It's sad. It's sad. I feel for his mother. She already lost her son way too early. And now to have his crypt broken into, defaced, and then his casket drug out of his resting place. I don't get it. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. I come to think of it, and are people that bored that they don't really find anything else to do with their time? Is society that savage at this moment in time that we have to recur and result to those kind of things? It's like, I don't get it. I don't get it. I sincerely don't get it. I don't know the motive behind it. I don't care about the motive either, as you mentioned. It's just so unfortunate that we have people on this earth who think like this and who behave this way, who have no type of home training and lack any type of decency. These are the times that we're living right now, people. This is what we're doing. And this is not the only case, because also Prodigy had a mural, I believe in Queensbridge, if I'm not mistaken. And that was also vandalized at some point. So again, where are we as a society and as a people?
Somebody vandalized
these things.
What was the kid's name that got killed in Cali recently on IG Live? Him and his old, like, they had defaced Nipsey's mural, and I see videos all the time of these young kids that's in whatever, like walking up to people's like opposite, they like, and just kicking over their candles in front of their buildings and just being disrespectful. Like,
bruh,
I'm at a level, like, they got videos of homies like dudes pissing on other dudes' graves and tombstones, and like,
I don't understand.
I can't say nothing bad, because I don't. It's a weird dynamic, because the thing is, these dudes that they beefing with, I'm not talking about Pop Smoke right now. I'm talking about these people who have done this in general.
Mm-hmm.
When you're watching their videos and you hear these songs like "Who I Smoked" and all that shit, and you're hearing certain music where they're literally telling you what beefs were and like who shot who and who killed who, and then you're watching videos of them going to people. These are beefs that have run for years and have had multiple bodies on them for years. So they're not. This isn't something we expect to like overnight go away. These men, these young men, some of them are boys. They've been going back and forth, killing each other for years. Yeah. They are heartless towards each other. So they don't care about going to someone's house, going to someone's building and knocking over their candles, or going to their grave and pissing on their grave and rapping about it.
Right.
But you know what comes there. Violence begets more violence. And when you disrespect somebody's like gravesite, how do you think that's going to play out for you? Like even if somebody wanted, even if somebody was in that life and was like, you know what, I'm tired of this. This was it. I lost my brother. I lost my pops. This is the last stroke. I'm done. I don't even care about retaliation. I'm gonna move on. And then you antagonize them even more by pissing on their family's graves. Like, how much do you expect someone to take before they have to get put in action? And then when another one of these disrespectful youth get killed, it's RIP, is this, that, and the third. I understand the mentality. I do. Unfortunately, I understand the mentality too much. But it's sad. It's still sad. Like I can't fathom like wanting to do that to anybody now. I don't have that. I don't hold that much anger in my heart towards anybody. Towards anybody.
No.
So
No. It's just sad. It's just sad and pathetic all around when people have to resort to these kind of things. And it just seems like there's such a fine line these days between sanity and insanity that it's just mind-boggling. It's just mind-boggling. I mean, people don't understand that the type of energy that you put out in the world is going to come right back to you. So even if no one finds out who these people were and what they did by Pop Smoke's Crip, they're still going to suffer the consequences one way or another. And I wish people would understand that before they decide to do something. Think about it. You have to think about things, before you do them. And a lot of people lack that. A lot of people just see a title on a story and they automatically judge a person based off that title instead of reading actually what happened or what that person is trying to project. I don't know, bro.
It's crazy. Young men.
We in some shitful times. I'm telling you, man.
Fellas, if you live in that life, I need you to hear me, and this is the last thing I'm gonna say about it. We want all y'all to live. We want all y'all to live. All of you. We want all of you to live. We don't want any of you to perish. But you got to help yourself at some point. Please help yourself. All right. All right. This week was the opening of the NFL.
My goodness.
There were some great things that happened this week. Great things that happened this week.
Definitely. There were many key things to point out.
There were okay. First and foremost, the Browns and the Chiefs had an amazing.
That was an amazing game. Yeah.
The Browns and the Chiefs had an amazing game. Tyreek Hill, good Lord, Patrick Mahomes, Travis Kelce, they did what they did.
Man, did you see that across the body throw
that
Mahomes made to Tyreek Hill?
And Tyreek Hill just walked it off. Just walked them off after the catch.
I mean, when you think about one of the greatest arm talents in the history of the NFL, you have to include Patrick Mahomes somewhere on that list.
It also doesn't hurt when you have a dude like Tyreek Hill who can literally, when you know,
he can get under anything basically.
When you tell a dude, we're gonna go out here and just play catch, just go get open.
Pitch and catch, yeah.
The longer a defender has to stay with the receiver, the harder it is for you to defend them.
Of course.
When you have a dude that runs as fast and is as quick as Tyreek Hill, if that ball is held on to 6 seconds,
we're talking about 20 plus miles per hour.
There's no way you're staying with him. So Patrick Mahomes could throw that joint as far as he wants and as high as he wants. Once Tyreek Hill is out there for about 4 seconds and he knows no one else on the field has a shot at catching it. It's either going to be Tyreek Hill catches it or it's an incompletion. That has to be a beautiful
luxury to have.
Luxury to have. Beautiful luxury to have.
That was an amazing game, definitely.
Man, that was great. Kareem Hunt, Chubb was there, man. He got it. He got his run. Baker looked decent. He kind of folded under the pressure at the end.
Yeah, he did. With about a minute or so left, he threw an interception, and it was the only interception he had in the game. And it came during crunch time, but
and he didn't have to throw it. He didn't have to do that.
No, not necessarily. But those are the growing pains. Those are the growing pains of a young quarterback. And we saw a lot of young quarterbacks yesterday. And before we dive into the young quarterbacks, Kyler Murray, my goodness, quarterback of is it Arizona Cardinals? Yeah. I was about to say Phoenix Cardinals. I was about to get real 90s right now on people. But yeah, Kyler Murray, I mean, this guy is like a complete video game character, like something you make up in Madden and you rank it 100 for each ability. You just put it 100 at each ability, basically. And to me, that sums up Kyler Murray. I mean, the guy is phenomenal. he is small, people. He is small for a NFL quarterback.
Oh, yeah.
But he makes it work, and he is just amazing. And his arm, I think it's liver than a quarterback who'd be 6'5", for instance. Like, I think his arm is just as live as Patrick Mahomes, if I'm not mistaken.
No, he was out there.
My goodness.
They were definitely out there.
He accounted for 5 touchdowns yesterday, Sin. 5 touchdowns.
Crazy.
1 running, 4 throwing.
Crazy. Like, the Vikings lost to the Bengals, which I definitely...
Oh, shout out to Joey Burrow for coming back from that knee injury. Quarterback of the Bengals.
Yes.
He showed out yesterday.
He did.
He showed out yesterday.
He did. The Steelers beat the Bills, which the Eagles... Shout out to Jalen.
I was a little surprised that the Steelers.
That they beat the Bills.
Wait a second. You shouting out Eagles here?
Hey, I'm shouting out dudes who played well.
Okay, all right.
I have no bias when you play well.
Okay, good.
Look. If anybody knows me, I have my team, but that doesn't mean that I don't give flowers when they're deserved. Because the reality of it is, they're players. For all I know, Jalen Hurts be our quarterback next year. Who knows? These are pieces. So,
right,
man, he had 3 touchdowns, 264.
Jalen Hurts balled out.
Man, yeah. What happened with Green Bay? Aaron Rodgers does not want to be in Green Bay. Aaron Rodgers hates Green Bay. Bro, Aaron Rodgers threw 2 interceptions back to back and then was sitting on the bench smiling.
Podfolk and sincere.
Aaron Rodgers. He is the biggest troll of all time.
Podfolk and Sincere Da Vinci. I know you guys saw The Longest Yard, at least with Adam Sandler.
Oh, that's how you feel, Cuddy? I'm glad we wasn't on Facebook, so I ain't had to see your black ass.
Cuddy was happening. Bro, we all saw The Longest Yard, at least with Adam Sandler.
Yeah.
At least with Adam Sandler, because it was a remake, obviously. But it gave me that same feeling when Adam Sandler in the movie was selling his team out on purpose. I got the same feeling when I kept looking at this news and kept looking at the score with Green Bay and New Orleans. It was just mind-boggling. I was like, what the fuck is going on with Green Bay? And on the flip side, FSU stand up once more. My guy, Jameis Winston, had the most touchdowns with the least amount of yards in NFL history. He threw for like $150 with like about 5 touchdowns. And hopefully this is a sign that he's going to revitalize his career.
Don't do it. Look.
I hope it's a sign.
Jay.
I hope it's a sign that he's going to revitalize his career, because I'm only saying it because so many people are just waiting for him to fail. And I feel like that's exactly the reason why I'm saying it right now. And all he has to do is not turn over the football and just stay right above that maturity level. Just stay humble, kid. You got the talent. Just keep it pushing.
Jay, you remember 2 minutes ago when I spoke about giving people their flowers? I wasn't talking about weed and mushrooms, nigga. I was talking about like roses. Because you must be fucking high if you think that Jameis Winston is about to do anything and lose. This nigga threw for 5 touchdowns and 150 yards. I need you to really think about why he had 5 touchdowns and 150 yards. Do you know why he had 150 yards and 5 touchdowns and why that's not something to actually be really proud about? I'm gonna let that simmer. Because the nigga didn't have to do shit because the defense was killing. Where they were at, think about where you have to be on the field to throw 5 touchdowns for 150 yards. I need you to understand it. This motherfucker went the length of the field, not even twice.
Pop, 1.5 times. The hate is real. The hate is real.
It's not. it'd be hate if Jameis Winston had ever won shit in the NFL. It would be hate if his track record said that he was really good and he had an off year. That would be hate.
That's just hate.
No, it's not. Jameis, his track record speaks for itself. He was in Tampa Bay.
He's one of 8 quarterbacks to throw for 5,000 yards in a season in NFL history. Okay, and how was it? And he's been a turnover machine. Okay,
and you allowed
he wasn't that yesterday though.
You allowed a 40-year-old man to come and take the team that you couldn't win with and win the Super Bowl.
No. Don't go there. Don't do that.
You couldn't win the Super Bowl.
No. Don't do that.
Couldn't even make the playoffs.
Don't do that because you know. No. Don't do that, bro. Don't do that because you know yourself.
So God,
we're not talking about no. We're not talking about any other. We're not talking about any other 40-year-old man. We're talking about the GOAT at quarterback. We're talking about Tom Brady.
What I'm saying is,
you got to check that, bro.
You couldn't even get them to the playoffs. You couldn't even get them to the playoffs. Playoffs.
You know how many people?
We're not even talking Super Bowl.
You know how many people?
Whole season.
You know how many people were recruited for Brady before he got there? Do you know these things?
Couldn't get them to the playoffs.
Do you know how revamped that defense was before Brady got there?
We're talking about you offensively. You couldn't get your offense. What was their offense rank before he got there? Before Brady got there, what was their offense rank? What was their offense rank?
We got to look it up. I don't know. We got to look it up.
Why is he not? Why is he not like the most sought after? Why was he not the most sought after nigga ever when he became a free agent? If he was that fucking talented,
Sean Payton went after him.
Sean Payton didn't really have much of a fucking choice after Drew Brees decided to retire late.
No, he had a choice. He had a choice not to sign him.
No, he did. But who else was he gonna go get? Who else was he gonna go? Cam Newton? See how that worked out?
They have Taysom Hill.
We both know Taysom Hill ain't no goddamn quarterback. We both know Taysom Hill ain't no goddamn quarterback.
He's like Tim Tebow.
Yeah, exactly. So who's he gonna go get out of free agency? You tell me who in free agency right now he's gonna go get. Think about it.
I'm sure there were choices there, and he decided to go with Jameis because he sees the upside in Jameis. Because he sees the upside.
He didn't have many.
No team would sign a player if they didn't think that it would benefit their team. Now let's just start there.
No, of course. But do you think Sean Payton?
So obviously they saw upside.
Do you think Sean Payton looked at Jameis Winston and was like, "I need to get him. He's gonna take us to the Super Bowl"? Do you think that's what happened? Stop it.
Why not?
Sean Payton didn't fucking say that. Stop it.
He obviously seen the upside. In some way, some form. So it is what it is. Just stop the hate, bro. Like, let the kid shine at least for 1 week. Let the kid shine. Give him his flowers. That's it.
Okay. So it's not just me who thinks that he's. Thank you.
He executed. He did what he was supposed to do at quarterback with the field position that he was given. He could have thrown 5 interceptions, but instead he threw 5 touchdowns. And we over here piling on, and hating on a man.
Nobody is hating. See, this is my problem. Anytime you don't agree with something, it's hating. It's not hating. I have stats that prove this nigga is not as good as you say he is.
I can tell you. I can tell you right off the bat that he is one of only 8 quarterbacks in NFL history to throw over 5,000 yards
in a season.
In a season. I can tell you that.
So how many seasons has he been in the league?
What, 5 maybe?
5?
I'll look it up right now.
You know what? Let me
I'll look it up right now.
Right. Because if you're truly telling me you believe that Jameis Winston, where do you think he sits? As far as where would he be? Is he a top 5 quarterback? Is he a top 10 quarterback? Where do you think he is?
I put him a top 15. I put him a top 15 quarterback. Why not?
All right, we
what is he? What top 50 quarterback?
He's definitely in the bottom of the quarterback start. If we went through every starting quarterback right now, who is he better than, and who is not better than? He's definitely in the 20s. Jameis Winston is in the 20s. He is in the 20s. He is not a top 15 quarterback.
Fair enough. Yeah, he got drafted in 2015. Okay.
So the nigga, I mean, it's not that he's had it. It's not that his career is over, but he has a track record that shows who he is. He had one. You know what it's like? You telling me he had one great year, 5,000. It's like the Eagle fan telling me Carson Wentz is great because he had one almost MVP season. And what has Wentz done with the rest of his career outside of that year? Absolute dog shit.
Not true.
Carson Wentz has done more outside of that one almost MVP season. He's been hurt ever since that season. He got hurt in training camp this year. He's not starting now with the Colts. Carson Wentz had an average rookie
That's
season.
A different case. Carson Wentz
That's what
totally
I'm saying. You can't tell me Jameis Winston is great because the nigga had one.
I never said he was great. I never said he was great.
I said he was a bummer. You said he hating.
No. You said when he was drafted that he was going to be a bust. That's what you said.
He is a bust.
And then oh yeah.
He is a bust.
You ever heard a bust win Rookie of the Year? Yo, bro, you don't even know what you're talking about anymore. You don't even know what you're talking about.
You can't be a bust and win and have one good year. Stop.
He was Rookie of the Year. He was Rookie of the Year.
He's not a bust. You can't be a bust with one good year.
No, name me a bust.
You're lying.
Name me a bust that won Rookie of the Year.
You're lying.
You can't do it.
How much you want to bet?
You can't do it.
Give me 5 minutes and I bet I can pull up about 10 of them that won Rookie of the Year. I can pull up a bunch of niggas that won Heisman's and Rookie of the Year.
The fact of the matter is, you can't point it off rip. That's all I'm saying.
Because I wasn't thinking of who walks around thinking about who busted out at the Rookie of the Year. Not something I think about.
Bro, when you a bust, you're a bust as soon as you get into the league.
I'll have a dozen. No, that's not what it means.
Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Yes, it does.
It means you did not live up to your potential.
Who's the greatest bust ever? Who's the greatest bust ever?
Ryan Leaf.
Exactly.
Okay.
And he was terrible. He was terrible.
What about Maurice Clarett?
To the end.
What about Maurice Clarett?
Did he even have a career?
Oh, so that's not a bust? Going a number one draft and then not having a career because you have that many problems is not a bust? That's not considered a bust?
Jameis is not a bust. If he was a bust, he wouldn't be in the league for 6 years. So make it make sense. Make it make sense.
Is Sam Bowie a bust?
Yes.
He was overall pick. How many seasons he had?
Who knows?
He was a bust, right?
They should have picked Jordan, right?
They should have, but they didn't. He was a bust, right?
Yeah.
He was a bust. There's a lot of niggas that get drafted that don't pan the fuck out. 1 year don't make you great, nigga. You can have 1 year and then fall clean the fuck off.
But you're not making sense because he's been in the league for 6 years. So obviously he's doing something right. When you think that? Come on, bro. You got to make it make sense. You got to make it make sense, bro.
To me,
wait a second. He won rookie of the year, and he's been quarterbacking now for 6 years. And I just pointed out that he's one of 8 quarterbacks in NFL history to throw for 5,000 yards. How does that say bust? Please explain that.
What is his win record? What is his win-loss record?
Explain that to me.
What is his win-loss record? What is
He's not a journeyman. He's not a journeyman because he's only been on 2 teams. So I disagree with that.
What is his win-loss record? What is his touchdown to interception?
Wait a second.
What is his quarterback rate?
Wait. Don't bring that up.
All of these are metrics.
Don't bring up. Don't bring up win-loss record. Don't bring up rings. Don't bring up none of that. Because those are team accolades. Those are team stats.
Touchdown to interception ratio.
Those are team.
What is his touchdown to interception ratio? Look
it up right here.
What is his quarterback rating?
He's thrown 121 touchdowns and 88 interceptions.
And that's great.
And he's passed. Wait a second. And he's passed for 19,000 yards.
Okay.
He's passed for 19,000 yards.
Okay.
And he's rushed for another 1,000, and he has about 10 rushing touchdowns. This is all what I'm seeing here.
What is his quarterback rating? What is his quarterback rating?
His quarterback rating is 86.9.
That's not that bad
for a career. It's not bad. That's what I'm saying. It can't be. He can't be a bust. He can't be a bust.
I'm sorry. When you are coming out and you are supposed to be leading a team somewhere, when you come out, you are supposed to be leading a team, especially when you are Jameis Winston.
You know, there's a lot of components to that, right?
There are.
Because you just said it. Team.
There are.
Team.
But do you believe that let me ask you this. You put Jameis Winston somewhere else. Do you believe he's successful?
Somewhere else, like where?
Like let's say let's put Jameis Winston in Texas. With the Texans. No, fuck that. Put him with the Ravens. Do you believe he's as good as Lamar Jackson?
No, I don't think he's as good as Lamar Jackson.
Put him with the Chiefs.
Lamar Jackson, he's an MVP, isn't he?
Correct. Put him with Patrick Mahomes. Do you believe he's as good as Patrick Mahomes?
No, that's why I said he's a top 15 quarterback.
Put him with Baker Mayfield. Is he as good as Baker Mayfield? These are all also.
I think he is.
These are all also top picks where he was. This is what it looks like when you get drafted at that position, and those expectations are held on to you, and you live up to them. That's what that looks like. Jameis Winston had those expectations and has under-delivered for his expectations.
Up until now, if you want to say it that way.
What that means, if I sold you a car that's supposed to be a luxury car, you bought the car and inside the engine had the engine of a fucking Integra in it from 1985, you probably be fucking pissed off. Because it looked good, it's shiny, but it don't run how the fuck it's supposed to.
His expectations weren't that high.
The bottom line is when you are where did they draft him, Jamie? Where did they draft him?
He was a first round pick. I think he was a first round pick.
So his expectation wasn't that high? That's as high as you can draft anybody with your team. And
he was number one. He was number one in 2015.
So his expectation wasn't high to be the number one overall pick of all college kids that year, including Marcus Mariota. He didn't have high expectations?
Where is Marcus Mariota?
He's nowhere.
Where's Jameis Winston? Where's Jameis Winston?
He's playing for
he's still in the league, right?
Okay. So Ryan Fitzpatrick is still in the league. What are you saying?
Speaking of journeyman, Addy, speaking of journeyman, that's a true journeyman.
Nigga, Blaine Gabbert is still in the league. What are you saying? There's a lot of niggas still in the league.
Wait a second. Who the hell he plays for?
He's
who the hell picked him up?
I seen him yesterday. He's somebody backup. I forgot.
Blaine Gabbert?
No, he's Tom Brady's backup.
Oh my God.
He's Tom Brady's backup. My point is, Jay, it don't take a lot to stay in this league. At that position, it don't take a lot. It takes the willingness to take a pay cut and to know how to read a playbook. But you ain't got to be super talented if you're not the starter at that position. And Jameis Winston is a great, great backup. I don't believe he's a starter in this league, which would lead to him being a bust as a number one overall pick. Because who drafts a backup with their overall pick? No one goes into the draft and goes, let me draft a backup for the future. Let me draft an eyed ass nigga with the overall number one pick. Nobody does that. They do
it in the first round.
You draft for the future of your franchise.
Actually, the Packers did that, and that's why Aaron Rodgers is salty at the moment, because they used their first round pick to draft Jordan Love.
But the point is, they believe this is exactly my point, Jake. They believe Jordan Love is their future of their franchise. When they drafted Jameis Winston, they believed that he was the future of Tampa Bay.
Of course,
he's not there no more.
Of course, things don't work out sometimes, and things don't work out sometimes.
He didn't live
and it's
up
fine.
to what he did not live up to the expectations.
But that doesn't mean he's a bust. That doesn't mean he's a bust.
Don't worry, he will be. Let us continue.
If you think so,
he will be.
But wait a second. No, wait. We want to stay on the NFL tip right now. I just wanted to just shout out that Russell Wilson shined as always, and he's one of the top tier quarterbacks in the league.
Yes,
and my Jets O-line, we got to get it together. I knew we were gonna have a rough season anyway, and I think everything starts basically and dies with the offensive line. And my Jets offensive line is putrid. It is terrible. It is basura. It is garbage. We can't run block. We can't pass block. Our rookie quarterback, Zach Wilson, was sacked 6 times yesterday.
Ugh.
6 times.
Ugh.
And thankfully, he only threw an interception and had 2 touchdowns and had a good game late. You know, he He threw 2 touchdowns basically in the second half, it's not a sign of good things to come, my Jet brethren. So just hang on tight. It's going to be rough before it gets better.
The Jets got a rough road ahead of them, though. But if it makes you feel any better, so do the Giants. like the Giants is trash. Like, you know what's really funny to me? I had a conversation with a couple of my homies.
Wait, before you get into that, did you have Giants fans like hit you up after the Cowboys and Bucks game?
Nobody
like talking shit.
Niggas don't dare anymore because they know they still have to play football. I had a couple people who the year after Saquon's rookie year, whatever, because he got hurt his second year, right?
Yes. Yeah.
So after Saquon's rookie year,
he struggled yesterday.
And then Kareem Hunt's, that was the year Kareem Hunt was still with Kansas City. He was really good. We had a conversation about who was a better running back, Kareem Hunt or who we would have taken first pick, like who we believed was a better running back. Mm-hmm. I said it. Everybody said Saquon Barkley. My homeboys, Candy, my homeboy Shady said that they would take him, and then they gave me a million hours of conversation, even though I explained to them that I would take Kareem Hunt for the reasons that I would take Kareem Hunt. To me, he has better average per yards. Saquon was one of those, like, he was averaging like 2 yards a carry, and then he would break off one for like 80. Mm-hmm. But Saquon he was a really good back. I just wouldn't take him. I don't like that. I don't like it has to be a home run. I don't like feast or famine backs. Right. I don't like that. I'd rather my back give me 4 yards per carry, and if he can break off 20 or 25, that's nice. But I don't like feast or famine backs. Kareem Hunt showed me he couldn't catch and run with that Chiefs offense. Anyway, I do all this to say Saquon missed the year because he got hurt after that. And then he sucked ass yesterday. Meanwhile, Kareem Hunt was winning and putting up touchdowns against his previous team. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to be petty right now and look at them and say, who was wrong? Who was wrong now? Who was wrong? Do you still take Saquon right now? All right. Anyway. That was
the Giants faithful is going to come after you.
We didn't get none of your comments on Facebook.
Really?
What happened? I don't know what happened. You see, Cuddy shit was coming on Facebook.
Yeah, I wonder which Facebook portal he tried to use. It's on yours. Is it on yours?
It's on both. I don't know why his.
Fair enough, Orlando. Fair enough.
Yeah, no, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that Saquon is a bad back. What I'm saying is, when that question was asked to me at the end of his rookie year, who I would rather have, I would rather have Kareem Hunt. Kareem Hunt had been in the league a couple more years. He had shown his potential. And I said, I'd rather that kind of back who's proven. I don't look. These are okay. I'm gonna tell you what it is to me, what it sounds like to me a lot of the time. It is easy to bet on what looks good right now.
Because it looks good.
Because it looks good right now. Mm-hmm. The only thing Orlando can say to me, or anybody could say to me about Saquon, is he had a hell of a rookie year 3 years ago. That's it. That is literally the only thing you can say. He hurt himself first week of the season last year. First week this year was absolute trash. How long are you going to keep telling me Saquon is good without him having to prove it again? This is what I mean, Jay. To kind of circle back around to what we were talking about, Jameis Winston having one good year. If Saquon Barkley...
2 good years. 2 good years.
Okay, 2 good years. If Saquon Barkley never steps foot on the field again, because never has another great year, Let's say he burns out in New York, just being terrible, right? How many years do I have to listen to you niggas tell me he was good before you admit that it's over? How many years do I have to listen to Saquon is good because he had one great season? I'm not saying Saquon is bad. Keep in mind, I've never said that. What I said was I would have taken Kareem Hunt. Why? He's proved year after year how consistent he was. He wasn't injury prone, so on and so forth.
And availability is an ability as well.
Your greatest ability is your availability. I don't care what the new model of the car looks like if the model I have runs wonderfully. Because you know how many recalls you get on vehicles.
Toyota.
You don't know what's under the hood all the time.
Nissan.
It looks nice, it's polished. But if mine is running purring like a kitten, why do I give a fuck what that one's doing? I mean, that's all I'm saying. I mean, Hunt is looking better than Zeke as well. Okay. like you telling me something I don't know. Like, appreciate that.
That's the truth.
like you telling me something I don't know, nigga. Like, Zeke wasn't even in this conversation. Realize Zeke wasn't the running back I picked.
No, and I'm also sure we wouldn't find Sincere talking highly about Zeke anyway, being a top 5 running back.
That nigga just put up 30-something yards last week. What do I have to speak highly of Zeke about?
You know that also has to do with a lot of the play calling that the Cowboys are doing at this moment in time too.
It did. Now let's go ahead and get there. Boom. Cowboys and Bucks. The Cowboys and Bucks was it was one of the best opening night games in a long time.
Definitely. Very competitive. There were no blowouts. It was a close game till the end.
It was incredible.
Down to the wire.
I want to make no mistake that I said this on record that we were going to lose this game. I said we were going to look. Okay, Orlando, let me stop you right here. Let me stop you here. Okay? Let me get this nigga a tissue for his issues real quick.
Hashtag bars.
Stop complaining about niggas and the teams they're on. Stop. It's unbecoming. Stop. Because that's the same as saying, oh, Phil Jackson was only a great coach because he had Jordan. He had Jordan. And then he had Kobe. So what?
And
Shaq. Like, so what? Megatron was a great receiver who never won shit because he was on a shitty team. So what? It's part of the game.
You ever heard of the notion of lightning striking twice? It struck twice, I guess, in Detroit, with Barry Sanders retiring early and Megatron as well. My goodness.
So that's my like. There are people who look at Carmelo Anthony. Allen Iverson. Every time a nigga's not on a good team, you're gonna use that as the nigga's good, but he's on a bad team. Okay, so what? What do you want the world to do about that? Do you want to do it over? We can't do anything about who he plays for. We can only talk about his play. We can't do a hypothetical about who he might have done or what he would have done if he was born a year earlier and got drafted to a different team. So what?
It makes sense.
So what? Yeah, the Cowboys should have won. Greg Zuerlein had back surgery, hadn't kicked all off season, and he left 10 points.
No. The Cowboys should have converted on the opportunities that they had.
They should have to.
Because they got 4 turnovers in the game. 4 turnovers. They were supposed to if they would have capitalized on that, man, we'd be talking about a different outcome in this game.
4 turnovers. The Bucks had 11 fucking penalties.
They were doing everything not to help Brady in that game.
Yes, they were. And the Bucks and the Cowboys still couldn't win. I need you to realize that the Cowboys had 4 takeaways. Okay, and the Bucks still scored 31. Like still scored 31. Our offense looked good. But it was
I was impressed with Dak. I mean, to say what kind of grueling therapy and preparation that has to come after such a horrific leg injury that Dak Prescott had, to come back and have the game that he had, man, I have nothing but props, and I got flowers for him too at this moment in time.
Yeah, shout out to them.
They threw the ball. You guys threw the ball 58 times on Thursday. 58 times, bro.
What I take away from that game is that the Bucs are going to tighten up, hopefully, and that the Cowboys are still if average is the good word, average team. At that, like that's just you when you can't capitalize on what was, that Bucs defense. Right. You're not going to capitalize. You're not going to capitalize. Is Phil a better coach than Pop? I don't know. Right now, in my eyes,
I think they're about there. They're about there.
In my eyes, they're the same. Like, when was his? He was his assistant. Like, it's like having a clone of each other. Like, and both of them niggas had talent. Both of them had talent. Part of being a really good coach. Here's a secret my coach told me. Part of being a good coach is knowing what teams to coach. The problem is motherfuckers want to get coaching jobs so badly, they run to a franchise that's absolute trash with no assets, no draft picks, and no talent, and then have their reputation drugged through the mud.
I'm telling people it's about having the right components. That's what
makes a great team. And then can't get another job because they look at you like trash. I.e., there's a reason. Take this how you want to. There is a reason Phil Jackson would not take the head coaching job of the Knicks, but was very quick to take the GM job as the Knicks. You know why? Because he had never done GM work. Which meant if he failed as a GM, it was something new he was trying his hand.
It wasn't going to tarnish his legacy as a head coach.
Legacy. He was not touching the Knicks with a 10-foot pole to coach, which is why it's hard to get players there, which is why it's hard to get coaches there.
But actually, to add to what you're saying, Phil Jackson actually also took that job because he thought Steve Kerr was going to come along with it. And guess where Steve Kerr went?
Yeah, exactly. Orlando, I can call them very much average because they are average. You have
they have a great offensive line, though. That we have to give it.
You have 400 passing yards on 58 attempts. 58 attempts. 400 passing yards and 30 yards rushing. And you still allowed 31 points. You're average. You are average. Like, I'm not saying they're terrible. I'm not saying they're great. I am saying they are average.
I just feel like the Cowboys in this sense are too Dak dependent. They need to just lessen and take the pressure off at this moment in time.
Yeah, let's go ahead and move on. The Subway Series between the Yankees and the Mets are underway. Yankees took game 1 thanks to some big bets. Yankees lose game 2. Who wins game 3 tonight?
I got the Yankees. Wait, I thought they split. They split. Yesterday was the third game, if I'm not mistaken. I believe so, yeah.
Okay, then I was wrong.
And the Mets won the series, yeah.
Then I was wrong. Then I was wrong. Congratulations.
Yeah.
Congratulations to the Mets.
Yeah, that was their World Series. Moving along.
Yeah, moving on. Boom. Go get some JaySin merch.
Stop get that merch.
Go do it. Make it happen. Do it. Make it happen. Do it. Make it happen. Do it. Make it. Hey. Do it. Make it happen. Hey. Do it. Make it happen. Hey. All right. All right. Hold on. Let me go back to this. Hold on. Let me go back here. Weapons.
Spafo, get that merch.
Cooper, Weapons, Lamb, Gallup, Zeke. I don't care who you name. I don't care what you name. Zeke, stop Stop talking about Zeke. You keep talking about Zeke, and he did nothing on Thursday. Why do you keep talking about him? He did nothing. He did nothing. He put up 30 yards. Stop talking to me about niggas who put up 30 yards. Oh, stop. This nigga put up 30 yards. Stop talking to me about him. He didn't do shit. Gallup left the game with a turned ankle, so he doesn't exist right now. CeeDee Lamb had how many drop passes?
And one for an interception as well. Yeah.
So stop right now. And then I love how you named everybody. I love how you named everybody except defensive players, because you got to play on that side of the ball too, because you can't allow 31 points and expect to win.
That's too much.
The Cowboys at average.
That's crazy. It's crazy to even think about that, how they have 4 turnovers and they allow.
The Cowboys are average at that. At best, them niggas is average. Stop it, oh. You don't think critically when it comes to sports. You look at papers and you look at names and you go, this sounds like it could work. We wasn't watching the same game if you thought Zeke was a weapon.
That they do. Oh, I agree with that. They do have a great run defense.
What does that have to do with anything?
He's just trying to say that the defense was so that the run defense was so good that it forced them to pass. That's what he's trying to say. That's all he's trying to say.
I just have a question. Does Tom Brady not play in the NFL?
Last time I checked.
Does he not play in the NFC?
NFC conference, yes, sir.
So is it not like is there some sort of rule that if you play Tom Brady, it doesn't count? Because I hate when niggas be like, I'd be like, no, niggas look terrible. But it was Brady. Does it not count? Do you not like do niggas just go, it's Brady, we don't gotta stop him. Just let him score. It's like, do you not have to play defense against Tom Brady? Because if you plan on doing anything, it goes through Tampa Bay again. So if these niggas are average again throughout the rest of the season and somehow find their way into the playoffs because our division is the NFC least, and we have to play the Bucks again, you think that this is okay? That is just because it's Brady, niggas just pull out the KY and just bend over? Like, this is okay because it's Brady? Give a fuck who you're playing. You show up every Sunday.
I don't know if
every
it's
Sunday.
true.
You show up every Sunday to play who you play.
Bro.
I don't give a fuck who I'm playing.
Bro.
Like, who I'm playing is who I'm playing is who I'm playing.
Bro, I don't know if it's true, but I heard someone from the Cowboys said after the game, they specifically told Brady, we'll see each other again.
That's what Dak said to him as they walked off the field.
Oh, okay.
What up? Nigga, we 0-1 and we just lost. We lost to these niggas. You still learning to walk. You got a baseball injury as a football player. Shut up. Let's get. I hate you. I hate all of you so much. I hate it so much. This is why. Okay, I need to calm down, bro. This is why. This right here is why I make so much money in football and sports betting, bro. This is why. This right here, when I tell you that I made money sports betting all the time during seasons, and you'd be like, oh, that's great. This is why. This is why. Because people, they look at sports from a fan, from a whatever. Nigga, I look at every game and every nigga in it the same. I understand Tom Brady's great. So because Tom Brady is great, I should just say that because the Cowboys played him, that our defense looked good against everyone except Tom Brady. So we don't have to stop Tom Brady on the way to the Super Bowl. We don't have to play him. So we're not going to have to face niggas like Aaron Rodgers and Patrick Mahomes and Lamar. And so these elite quarterbacks, it doesn't matter. Bro, if you can't handle Tom Brady's in the pocket, non-mobile ass, what happens when you play Lamar or Patrick Mahomes or these guys that can move around?
Russell Wilson.
The bottom line is the average. The bottom line is the average.
Kyler Murray.
They're average. Oh man, how much money are you playing with this season? Oh, because words like hope. Hope is words that losers use. I like that. Let's look. Hey, whenever you want to battle some sports, bro, holla at me. I love words like that. Anyway, let's go ahead. From the Subway series to a Subway worker. The young woman who was a Subway worker defended herself from an armed robber.
I saw that story.
And was suspended by Subway. They apparently, the Subway owner, you know, some franchises are independently owned. They, I don't know if it's, but the person who owned this one wanted her to remove the video of the incident offline. I guess he felt it gave his business a bad, you know, a black eye or something. And she said she couldn't. And they suspended her for it. How do you suspend someone who was at your place of business, was robbed and fought off a armed gunman and saved money and everything from you? It couldn't have been me.
I'm a think about this from another angle, Sin, because I was looking at the story at first, and I think I could see why Subway wanted to suspend her, or her manager suspended her, because first of all, how was this shit leaked to begin with? How was this video leaked of her being this hero in Subway? Who leaked it? How it was leaked? And how do we know? Okay. And how do we know that this wasn't all something just for clout? Because I don't know, like I saw the video itself and it just looks so weird. And there's just so much shit going on right now with social media and how people try to stage things, bro, that it just had me wonder, like maybe, perhaps that's the reason why Subway decided to suspend her with no pay. This is just me just thinking in another angle, basically. But I understand where you're coming from.
I didn't think of it that way.
Yeah, I just thought about that. Like,
even if so, like, so
what? What do you mean?
Like, so, like, what do you mean? Okay, like, what is Subway paying you? Like, what is Subway paying
so
you?
in that way, okay.
Like, what is Subway paying you that
they get probably minimum wage? What's minimum wage in Chicago or in Illinois?
Not enough. I think it's like $8. Like, let me explain something to you, bro. I don't care what you're paying me. Somebody walks in the Subway and is like, give it up. Here you go. Take the keys.
Put them up.
All right, the key. Hey, there go the keys. The pin code is 1735.
The keys.
Pin code is 1735. After you open it, you got 60 seconds before the alarm goes off for the police get here. I'll be outside. Not fighting with this nigga for Subway's money. Not even my money, for Subway's money. You think I'm going to fight you for Subway's money? The same Subway that probably declined your PTO last month for vacation?
Mm-hmm. And you wanted to go to South Beach and chill out there?
You couldn't do it. You couldn't do it. You couldn't get PTO. You couldn't get PTO. You wanted that Saturday off because your kid was sick? And he said, what time you coming in? He said, what time you coming in? They don't give a fuck about you. They don't care about you. These corporations don't care about you. You think I give a fuck about their register?
You just another number.
A 2-year-old could have came in there with a toy gun and said, give me your money. Here you go. Take the register. No, nigga, not my money. I don't care.
I ain't defending this.
I'm not going down for this. For this? For Bacon Ranch? For Bacon Ranch? I'm not doing this. Not doing this. Someone I know, his workplace let a guy retire with his benefits instead of going through litigation, of course, because he was fired for being a pedophile.
Wow.
Corporate America. Yep.
That sounds like it.
Yep. See, this is what's happening. If you think that I am fighting for your money, Subway, you got another motherfucking thing coming. I'll tell you that goddamn. Don't hire me to fight for your money if you paying me minimum wage. First of all, I'm not taking a minimum wage job in general, but if somebody did take a minimum wage job, don't expect them niggas to fight for your shit. Exactly. And if they do fight for your shit, reward them.
And like Dominicans say, si tú sabes contar conmigo, no cuente.
I didn't know Dominican.
If you know how to count, don't count on me, nigga.
All right.
What's next? Or last, actually. What's last?
They don't care about you. All the reason to build some more cloud online and find something that's not Subway. Exactly. Fuck Subway. Fuck Subway. Subway don't sponsor this. Don't sponsor here.
No?
Y'all ain't never throw no money my way.
Exactly. You never bought our merch.
You ain't bought my merch. That's why Jared in jail.
Exactly.
Fucking little kids.
Exactly.
Huh? How about that? Bet you tried to bury that footage too, huh? Subway ass nigga. Fuck out of here. Anyway, we're going on next. All right. So, Evander Holyfield got his ass knocked out.
What is it? What is it with these boxers after like a decade trying to come back to fight? Listen, everybody is not George Foreman, 60 years old, world heavyweight champion. No, that's an exception. George Foreman is an outlier. He became a champion at age 60. Why do you motherfuckers think you can do that too? I don't understand. Him,
the shit out of
Holyfield, De La Hoya, whoever else wants to come back out and fight. Just if you haven't fought in more than a decade, just leave it. Leave it alone. Por favor.
De La Hoya.
Esa mierda.
De La Hoya, I hope you're listening because last week we talked about you. Did you see that ass whooping Belfort put on Evander?
Yes.
That wasn't even the ass whooping you was about to get. Your ass whooping was going to be worse than that. Stay out the ring, De La Hoya. Stay out the ring, Golden Boy.
Holyfield.
Fuck around and start calling you Bronze Boy. Fuck out of here. Get out of here. All right.
Bro. And they started chanting, we want Trump.
We want Trump. Uh-huh.
Yo, the cult following behind this man is amazing. My goodness.
First thing I would have been chanting is we want refund. Because I would have been mad as shit I sat through that, and that was how that went. I want refund. I want reparation. I want something. I want my money back somehow.
And now that guy wants to fight Jake Paul. You know what? I'm not interested. I'm just not interested at all.
Vitor Belfort will probably get Jake Paul the best fight out of everybody so far. At least he won't be fighting 5'8" non-boxing black men. How about that? Next off. Woman finds her sister sleeping with her husband, catches her at the job interview, and beats her ass. Was she wrong?
She wasn't wrong for beating her ass. I just felt like she should have done that at another location, I think, other than the job, I think. But I think she did it also to prevent that person from getting that job as well. So it's dicey. It's dicey. It's pretty dicey. I can't.
Ain't shit dicey.
It's difficult.
Ain't shit dicey. Look, let me explain something.
It's difficult.
Ain't shit difficult.
I think it is.
Ain't nothing difficult here. This is the easiest question we had all day. No, she was not wrong. Wasn't nothing wrong about it. If it was up to me, you didn't beat her ass worse enough. Okay? Should have dragged her ass through the motherfucking store and pulled a titty out or something. Let me explain what happened.
Bro, but I think it would have been better, though, if she would have beat her up, like, in the back of a store or something like that. Like,
nope. And
then catch that on tape. Because I felt like she would have, like, really, really pummeled her, like, to the extent where, like, she'd send her to the hospital.
I mean, she pummeled her at the job. Now you broke still. And you got.
I'm talking about sending her to the hospital, like, on IV and,
Oh, you're going to get more than one ass whooping. This is not the only ass whooping you catching. This is the ass whooping at where you was about to try to get a job at.
Wait. But in all of this as well, how does the husband fit into all this story? Doesn't he deserve to get his ass whooped too?
Hell yeah.
Okay.
But both of them catching ass whoopings. Both of y'all catching these paws.
You a savage. But continue.
Both of y'all getting these paws. But first and foremost, you my sister. This is her sister. You are my sibling. You are my brother, and you had sex with my wife. First off, there's no way you coming back from that. That is unforgivable on both sides of that. That is unforgivable.
So you want to talk to your sibling ever again?
No, I'm gonna talk to him. God damn it, I promise you, I'm gonna talk to him. As soon as I see that nigga. There's gonna be a misunderstanding. There's gonna be some motherfuckers smoking in the city. I promise you.
There's gonna be some furniture moving this motherfucker.
As soon as I see that nigga, I promise you, it's gonna be some talking out this motherfucker. You're gonna do a whole lot of talking to the bottom of motherfucking sneaker. When I see you, bro, it's gonna be a misunderstanding, and I promise you, it's on site, and you ain't gonna know it. Cause I ain't gonna tell you I got beef with you. I'm gonna walk up on you. You're gonna think it's love, and I'm gonna beat the dog shit out you wherever I catch you. Dog shit out you right then and there. And then I'm gonna beat the dog shit out you every time I see you for as long as I feel like it. Because you broke something that was sacred, nigga. Not only my marriage, but something between brothers like that, nigga, you're filthy. You're filthy. And you deserve everything that comes to you. And honestly, hopefully, the best thing that I hope could happen is she fucked around and got pregnant and y'all have a baby. And now you gotta have this little bastard ass baby for the rest of your life and explain to him where the fuck he came from. Because I will.
That's a bastard child. Not love child. Not love child. Bastard child.
I'm gonna tell him. So no, she didn't whoop her ass enough. Last thing on the blocket today. Russell Wilson was spotted out in a skirt, kill skirt, cardigan with blue hair, and black leather knee-high boots. How did you feel about the fashion statement?
I felt like it was a total grab for attention. If we can use the word culture appropriation, I think this is the exact moment where we can use this. Let me tell you something, pod folk. I'm black. I am black. And you will never find me wearing a dashiki, especially posting it on social media. Why? Because I have respect for certain cultures. And I feel like everything Westbrook has done in terms of clothing to stand out has been so attention whorish. Yes, I just made up that word. And I don't like it. I don't like it at all. I find it as a disrespect to those who wear kilts. And that's just the way I feel.
I loved it. I love the look. I love the look. Men in skirts is hot. Not sorry. Hey, Eddie. I feel like his color matching. Okay, Eddie. Eddie, I love you. I love you. But this is an argument I just got into the other day. We live in America, baby girl. We don't use the U on color. America is the only country that doesn't use the U in color.
On color, right.
Any of those words that go along that line, we don't use the U.
With you, yeah, like favorite.
Stuff like that.
Right.
Because we are in America. I'm going to need you to act like you are American. And you are American. So, I continue. I digress. Russell Westbrook. I think he killed it. Now, here goes why. Had this been someone else, I would think it was nonsense. Okay? Had this been, let's say, LeBron James or someone else, I would say this is nonsense. Russell Westbrook has long shown his affinity for fashion. So much so that he got the creative director job at True Religion years ago. He is in a lane of fashion where I learned this a while ago, and it's I didn't believe it at first. I'll be honest with you. I learned this a while ago, and I didn't believe it at first until I started to see it myself. When you get to a certain level of fashion, there is the same way you have a culture that surrounds themselves in skateboarding or culture that surrounds themselves in whatever. You know, there's cultures and subcultures. When you get really into the culture of fashion and the smaller and smaller subcultures, there are points and pieces of it that we will never understand. We don't understand matching of materials, colors, blends. There are just things that we don't understand that to us seems crazy, but to his circle makes all the sense in the world. Once again, had this been someone else, he's reaching. He's posing, he's faking it, whatever the case may be. Russell Westbrook has been dressing like this forever. This is not a reach for him. This is a look for him. Think about Cam Newton. I love Cam. Cam is also of that cloth. There are certain people who are of that cloth.
I can't, bro. I just can't.
I'm not trying to convince you. I'm just giving examples.
Right.
I'm just giving examples of certain people who are of that cloth.
Right.
Think about Elton John and his entire, wardrobe.
That's Elton John.
Kanye is of that cloth. Kid Cudi is of that cloth. There are people who are Virgil is of that cloth.
I'm pretty sure. My thing is, I felt like, yes, he is a very fashionable guy, and he's been a fashionable guy since he got into the league. I totally and completely comprehend what you're saying.
I learned that you in grade school in South Dakota. Take it up with South Dakota still exists? When was the last time something happened in South Dakota?
I don't know.
That's still a place? I'm gonna Google that.
Yeah, it's still a place somewhere around here.
It still exists, right? It didn't like fall off or drown or fade away. It's still a place. Hold on. Holy shit! South Dakota is actually still a place. Okay, cool. Mm-hmm. All right. Oh, sorry about that, but they taught you wrong there. Sorry. Continue.
So what I was saying is, like, it's fine. I know he's a fashionable guy, and Westbrook has been, dressing like that, forever. I just feel like with certain things, it just crosses the line. I just think certain things are just too much. And I felt like this time around, just me personally, I felt this time around that the kilt that he wore was merely for attention. And that's just me. And plus, by the way, let's get this correct right now. I don't care that he wore the dress. That's not my point. That's not the point that I'm trying to make. You can wear whatever the hell you want. My thing is, when it infringes and it impacts or it looks of a certain culture, it's like you have to have some type of boundaries. Even if it is fashion, you have to have some type of boundary. And that's where I come in. I don't care about the fact that, men wear dresses or what. You wear whatever the hell you want. It's just in this particular case with Westbrook, I just felt like he just went a little over that boundary.
You felt like
fashion.
You felt like he was appropriating Scottish culture.
Correct.
Okay, that makes and I can do that. The man kilt, I don't know why it would be called a man kilt because only men wear kilt.
It's just a kilt.
So that's a double.
Period.
Yeah, it's a double entendre. I don't know.
Yeah.
But the kilt has become highly fashionable. As of like, he's not the only person to wear it.
I've seen a lot of people.
I'm not coming at you for this. What I'm saying is, I was actually going to ask you, would you consider this craze an appropriation, or do you think it's just like the new thing?
I'm thinking more along the lines of it being the new thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I liked it. I know that's
fine.
I couldn't wear it. I wouldn't dare wear it. I might dye my hair blue. I've had green. I've done other colors.
Would you wear dashiki? Answer that honestly.
Yeah.
Really?
I would.
Okay.
I've worn a dashiki before.
Okay. I've never seen you, publicize a photo with a dashiki.
It's not very often, and it was a lot. It was when I was younger.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm not going to sit up there and I probably wouldn't be able to tell you unless I do my homework, to be honest with you. I wouldn't be able to tell you what the cloth meant, what it comes from, the country. I wouldn't be able to tell that unless I asked. And I wouldn't act like I would know. I wouldn't be super duper black man that day. It would just be a dashiki I'm wearing. Like, it would literally just be the dashiki that I'm wearing for fashion. Like, I remember a couple years ago.
All right.
I remember a couple years ago there were people wearing dashiki t-shirts. I don't know if you remember that.
Yeah,
that
there
was a little crazy for that.
Right.
And that would kind of be the realm. I would wear it and it would be nice, whatever the case may be. But there also, because of the people Grace knows, shout out to a lot of her MJ and Barry Cat and all. There are a lot of African people that she knows who are getting married, and they made it to where you have to wear certain cloth to their wedding.
Of course. With all due respect. Yeah.
So these are moments when I would wear it, and obviously I wouldn't necessarily.
I think in a moment like that, yes, right. I would wear it.
So that's what I mean. Shout out Oh Havoc. Thanks for listening, bro. We know we appreciate you. Blue skirt, plaid. Ew.
She giving us all the fashion sense.
She waiting for the balls to drop out the bottom of it, ain't she?
Mm-hmm. Giving it all.
Less of a kilt, more of a pleated skirt. Okay.
Okay.
I mean, I'm thinking shit. She would know better than we do.
True.
So I gotta take her advice.
She's international, definitely.
There we go.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to Trippy.
Shout out
to Trippy.
Shout out.
So yeah. All right. So it's time for us to go.
Yes,
it's time for us to get out of here. Everybody, thank you for coming. Go get your JaySin merch if you have
that merch.
Go get it, please. Ladies and gentlemen, go get your merch. Follow, subscribe, comment, share,
engage with us, people. Folk.
Go follow the YouTube page. Help us get to 1,000 subscribers.
Yeah.
Help us get to 1,000 subscribers. Go tell your friends. Hit the button. We appreciate y'all. We love you. We will see you next week.
Have a blissful week.
Yes.